So let's see now the other parts of the camp. We are here. These containers were unlawfully put here. Now the excuse of this media company who has been launching propaganda assault against us, saying that we are unlawfully striking, and there are some pictures what happened in the last 1 year. Our demonstrators, this is a leg of a demonstrator who was attacked here on 19th of November, and the company says there was no violence. You could see other pictures here, more white pictures, what was the fences with security guards, how our first camp was just destroyed on 2nd of November. You could see some images of our protesters from, mostly now, not just from journalist side, but mostly from civic society, like pensioners, engineers, doctors, former military guards, police guards, students. And now you could see here the perpetrators of the attacks in the last few weeks. This is the guy, the CEO of the company, who had been observing the intervention of the security guard by going out in the roof area, just, you know, like in the communist time when the Stalins, they went to the tribunals under these podiums and they were overwatching the people, and there is 2 security guards head of the company. They were overwatching this, and now you could see how our camp looks like now. Just go here because it's a street that is with traffic now, it's dangerous. So this is our camp. There was of course no fences. They put fences on the 19th of November, and they put, you could see this container just in front of our protest stage, where we have been collecting signatures for the media freedom, the so-called Leipzig petition. You probably know that October, with one of my colleagues who had been involved in the first part of the hunger strike and the protest movement, we got a Media Freedom Prize and the Future of Media Prize in Leipzig, Germany, just on the night before the 23rd anniversary of the peaceful revolution which had been taken place in East Germany, Leipzig. At that time we got this award for what we think we did, and all these people, some of them here, they did for media freedom, or future of media in Hungary. And this, because of the construction site, that entrance was closed by the company. This was the other entrance of the company where you could enter. On the 19th of November, there was no these containers here. There was no these fences. There was no anything here, just our protest camp and our podium, our stage to collect signature. On 19th of November, they used the time that there was a peaceful demonstrations around the parliament, a human chain protesting the government's other anti-democratic decision that they want to pre-register voter in order to deprive rights to vote for those who are not registered in a bureaucratic and quite hard way, because you should go to the registration office, to the notary, and ask personally to be registered. So in a way they want to discourage people to take part in elections, which totally new system and which is basically unknown in most European countries. So on this night, when most of protesters went in a solidarity to that human chain protest in front of the parliament, these security guards, some of them are here, you could see, they attacked the camp. They put these concrete and stuff and these fences and these containers in order to blur out, as they did 1 year with the head of the Supreme Court, Zoltán Lomnici, the former head of the Supreme Court. They wanted to do the same. Blur out the protest sites, not to be seen. Let's put here, if I'm somebody entering the public media building, this is the container. You cannot see that there is a protest camp. Of course, they wanted to put here other containers to make it another war against media freedom, another war against freedom of democracy. But protesters came in more to help their other fellow protesters. We could stop this unlawful act, at least here. You could see some of the parts. It's their waste. This is how they use public space. And from that time, we are in a kind under threat. Anytime, any moment, these peaceful demonstrators who had been acting peacefully for more than 1 year can be attacked. So it's, I would say it's not just theoretical problem of Hungarian media freedom and democracy. It's, for some of these people, it's a really question of human dignity. It's a question of fear and fighting against fear. It's a question to believe in justice, and they do believe that they are doing something for their own family, something for their own children, something for the future of the country. And they do think, because I've said many of the protesters here are not journalists anymore, from different parts of society. There are housewives with 5 kids. Another old lady who is here, maybe she could be seen. She has 7 kids already, adult kids. And she's with 75 years coming here every day from a very far district of Budapest just to take part in the demonstration and to show solidarity that we should defend our freedom, we should defend our democracy, and we don't let any autocratic government, regardless whether it has legitimacy with a vote, to rule like in a dictatorship could be. We don't let it, and they know it. That's why they are using force, violence. And unfortunately, on this very day, on this very place, just 1 day ago, there was also another very serious violations. In the last couple of weeks, the security guards attacked us. We made lots of criminal charges. The Ombudsman of Hungary is investigating this event. There are lots of criminal charges, I said, brought up by us, but there is no result so far. But just 1.5 days ago, we had been protesting here, declared again this place as a protest place, lawfully 3 days before the protest continuation. And the protest parts was part in the streets because of these unlawful acts. We couldn't really be here because, as you could see, it's very dangerous. So we asked the police to remove all these people, then we can go back to this place. But they didn't remove. Instead of this, just 1.5 days, the police came, and against the Hungarian constitution, against the Hungarian freedom of assembly, they said that we should go from the street. They said we are not in a peaceful demonstration. They're not a demonstration. They don't accept it. So they say we should go from the street because we will violate the traffic law. So they made an official procedure against 3 or 4 of us who were protesting that we have lawful rights here. We made the declaration for the police. It was not banned, the demonstration. So according to the Hungarian law, we are here. But they took 3 of us. They arrested us for like 10 hours. First in my life, I had to go in a prison cell. And then we were charged for minor offenses against traffic. So this is the Hungarian media situation in the public media field. I'm making an urgent call for all of you who are in this conference, an urgent call for help. Pressure your government to make an urgent call for the safety and integrity of these peaceful demonstrators. We have a notice, informal notice, that our protest camp will be attacked against in the just coming hours, coming days. So the call is very urgent. Many of us fear for their personal integrity, for their health, for their life. Thank you very much.